All right, we're gonna start recording now. Cool. God. Good. Word. So how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? It is Tuesday, September 22nd. Another live trading session. Nick's gonna be here soon. Yeah, we got Nick coming in. Just make sure everyone is muted in here. Oh, so we got some people that are unmuted. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
You guys hear me okay? Yep. All right, cool. Yeah, James, if it's not clear for you, it's just your connection might be a little spotty. Cool. Let's bring this up here. All right, so I'm going to talk a little bit at the end, but we do have a little sale going on for the full course membership. So I'm going to get into that promotion at the end of this call. But right now, let's just pretty much get started. I'm going to hop on major pairs here. So I'm going to get started with DXY. All right, sorry about that, guys. So we're gonna get started with DXY. So this is, for you guys that don't know, dollar index is what we look at every single time when we get started. It just shows us the value of the US dollar. As we can see right now, it's popping up, very bullish, moving up into this monthly key level 38.2 area. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete this. So we could see some resistance here at the top. We could see some resistance here as I bump up to the weekly as well. Still overall very bearish. So we are coming into this bearish confluence zone now. Mute their microphones. Yeah, I'll mute everybody. Don't worry. We got this muted. Here we go. Here we go. Make sure nobody can unmute themselves. All right, cool. All right, so we've got everyone in here. Good. All right, so we're coming up into this bearish confluence area, obviously seeing some rejection here at the moment, all the way down to the 4 hour. We've got this huge bearish engulfing candle here. Boom. And as I come to the 30-minute, this is pretty much what we're looking at now. We've got this support level that was made right here. So that's that 4 hour engulfing. Hasn't quite broken anything yet. So on this 30-minute, this is what needs to break for us to get short. Until this breaks, guys, we're in a bullish trend. So again, looking on this 4 hour, we just broke this resistance level. We're at this high, but we are at this weekly confluence area. We just rejected it. So if we start to see some sort of transition here, then we can early on start to anticipate this to go lower, start to go a little bit lower. But we do need to break this level. So right now, at the moment, we are bullish on DXY. We're bullish on DXY. So with that in mind, let's go over to all of these other pairs. Let's start with GU. So coming into this week with GU, we were talking about we popped up to this 200-day level, this weekly resistance level. Right here, we came up, rejected this level, then we fell off. So let's take a look, break this down a little bit further. Break this down a little bit further. So going down now to the daily time frame, we obviously got a transition here where we were support level here, broke below, then we came back up. Earlier in this week or the end of last week, we had this evening star right here. So this just told me that we were going to get some more sells in the market. And then we broke this down a little bit further. So we could even hit the 30-minute here. Right here we had that evening star translates to this bullish to bearish transition. We had that entry opportunity very early in the night on Sunday, 3 a.m. So we weren't able to catch this because we were sleeping, but this was the entry opportunity that did present itself right here. So I'm gonna change this to yellow right there. So we had higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, lower high, boom. Then we pushed all the way to this low there. Boom, pushed all the way to this low right here. So we made this lower low. Now, we're fucking around a little bit in this area. I'm going to come back up to the 4 hour just to clear things up a little bit more. We've got this large wick, which is obviously pretty alarming, but the volume to the upside is pretty low all the way up to the daily time frame. Look at our target, see where we're at. Daily time frame, we're retesting the support level right now. Obviously showing a lot of rejection at the moment. So just looking at this, what this could indicate for us is we've got this 30-minute all the way down to the 15-minute. This could indicate some more upward movement. So I'm going to adjust this right here. So again, looked at DXY. DXY is for the most part bullish at the moment. It's bullish unless we break that support level. If that continued to be bullish, this thing would shoot down right here. If this DXY chart does manage to break this level, then we could see GU push up a little bit more to retest potentially this weekly level again. So we really got to see how it plays out. This thing could just push lower right here. And let's see, we got our 4 hour fibs. So there's no real entry opportunity on this at the moment. This volume's getting kind of crazy on here. So we're going to wait on GU. We got Nick coming on now. So we're going to wait on GU. Nothing at the moment. Again, I'm really looking ideally for this pullback up to this level, retest these lows right here and find some resistance there. So let's go over to UCAD, see if there's a little bit better structure on this. Up to the weekly time frame. So we were looking at this to begin the week. We had this inverted hammer candle. We were at this monthly support level. We had this bullish engulfing right here with that inverted hammer candle. So let's break this down a little bit further down to the daily time frame. Daily time frame, this is what we were looking at. We were fucking around here right above this moving average. So we popped above here. Overall, we are bearish on this all the way until this is broken, all the way until this level is broken. But there was more buyers than sellers in the market. And this is just as we start to break down time frames, we can clearly see on this 4 hour time frame, we had this high form pulled back, started to consolidate, and then we pushed to this new high. Earlier in the week, we were anticipating this thing to head higher. And right away it started to, we just made it to this high. So now we're finding some rejection here. We're finding some resistance. So we could pull back. We could pull back a little bit here. Let's get down to the 1 hour time frame. In order for us to enter on this, let's just adjust this trade path. We would need some sort of retest. So ideally, we're going to see a retest down into this level, find support here, and then head higher. So looks like we got Nick on now. Boom. Where are you at in here? Oh, here you are. So we get Nick unmuted.
What's going on, guys? How's it going?
What's up? What's up?
Good
All right,
echo.
so I'm going to cover one more pair, and then I got to pass it off to you.
Okay. What'd you cover so far? UCAD, GU, and
GU, UCAD, and USEF.
okay, perfect.
So we've got USEF now. We are down to the weekly or up on the weekly time frame. So weekly time frame had this bullish engulfing a lot of indecision down at this key level. So we've got our monthly key level down here. Let's just break this thing down a little bit further. So as we go down to the daily, we're within this box pattern. So we're within, these are the highs, these are the lows. We could see some rejection now of these highs as I come down even to the 4 hour. So let's break this down a little bit further. 4 hour just pushed right here to form obviously a new high. But again, we're coming to these highs. So we could see some sort of pullback right here based on a test of this level, try to play this range a little bit. And when would we try to enter on that? We move this. We would need to see at the least a break of something like this, a break of this level. So right now we're getting to these highs right now, in line with DXY. You know, DXY, like we said, either needs to break this level, or if it's going to head higher, it needs to break above a huge resistance level right here. And we just had that bearish engulfing candle, so I could see this thing pulling back on us a little bit more. So if DXY does start to pull back, then we could see USEF pull back as well. You know, correlates pretty closely. And again, what we would need to see is we would definitely need to see a break of this level, boom, in order to head lower. And then on the flip side, if we wanted to take some sort of long opportunities, we would need to pop above here in order to head to the upside right there. Boom. So that's what we're watching right now. We're playing this range. We're seeing if we find some resistance here. I got a few more pairs I'm going to go over: NZD, USD, Euro USD, and GJ, but I'm going to pass this over to Nick, and he's going to get into some pairs first.
Yep. We'll start off with DXY also. You didn't cover that, right?
I did, but you can go over it again.
You did? All right, so then I'll just do lower time frame stuff. No issue. All right, good. So we know overall DXY is bearish on the daily time frame, right? And we did have this huge rally. If we come down to the 4 hour, right, we see this descending channel, and then we saw this break here, right? Angelo covered this. We saw a huge rally, and now we're kind of at a key level. So again, these two options, these two trade paths that we had down in this range are essentially just moved up because we're still looking for the same basics here: break, retest, right? Looking for a higher low above this 38.2 zone, right at 94 for flat, or a break back below 93.3 and potentially 92.6. Okay, so it's definitely bullish right now. There's some serious momentum, but yeah, we'll see how it reacts at this zone, and then of course we'll trade the majors accordingly. So yeah, definite bullish movement on DXY, pushing through the MAs, got a cross. Yeah, looking good. All right, so let's jump right over to AU. Take a look at our first pair. Naturally, this is going to be influenced by DXY, US dollar, because it is AUD USD. So you should see a ton of movement on here, as you see a ton of movement back on DXY. So they're actually an inverse correlation. So there was a huge rally on DXY, and that looks like a huge drop off on AU. Okay, so let's go right to the daily time frame for a second. Trying to go over the overall sentiment. So we are super bullish, right? We broke above this monthly zone. We erased these prior lower highs. Huge momentum, pretty much straight up trend right here on this whole retracement. And then here's the break. Okay, so let's go down to the 4 hour. Take a look at this break specifically. We have an ascending channel here, right? So it confirmed the break by higher low, gave us another higher high, higher low, started forming this channel. Big volume started stepping in, pushing price action up to 74 area, came back down, hit 88.6. Then it's been uptrending in this area here, but it was so choppy. So this was like a weakening trend. Price action fell out. Now we're at the bottom of our trend line, our supporting trend line, and we just wicked the 88.6. So from here, let's take a look at what could happen. We really want to see. Let me get rid of this. And I'm going to get rid of this. Okay, so if this is going to continue, I'm going to get rid of these volume tools. I don't use volume really. Where is it? All right, cool. Much cleaner. There we go. All right, cool. So we're at this bottom trend line. So the way this could go is either momentum keeps pushing price action lower, outside of this channel, and then in which case we'll target towards lower support. First at 0.714, and then down towards our monthly near 0.708, 0.705 area. Okay, so this is definitely possible that we just keep with this bearish pressure, and then we just fall out of this channel entirely, or we see a nice reversal from this level right here. Granted, if it does consolidate for a little while and give us an actual lower high, that is what we want to see break first. It's just a break of that lower high, and then you could potentially get into some entries earlier on, rather than waiting for the zone to break first. But as of right now, we don't really have a confirmed lower high. It's just sliding off a cliff right now. So we're gonna plot it here. This is our trade path idea. We're looking to break above this zone right at, again, 0.727 area. I know 0.26 area. And we want to see a higher low above that, and then we can target higher. So that's what we need to see to happen for us to continue with the overall bullish trend, similar to what we saw here, right? Huge fall off, hit 88.6, came right back, got above this zone, gave us a higher low, and then started trending upwards again. We just want to see that with a little more conviction, a little more volume, and could be some good opportunities in that. All right, so that's AU. We just zoom out for a second, see if everything makes sense, get kind of a macro perspective. Yeah, looks good. Still pretty much holding. Okay, so we need to see a significant move to confirm a break out of this channel. All right, so that's AU. Not bad, not bad. On to AJ next. We got some chat going. Nasdaq analysis. Yeah, we've actually never done a Nasdaq analysis on this live session. You could request it in the Discord. I recommend you doing that. Why does everyone want Nasdaq all of a sudden? What the hell? Just watch for fundamentals and price action. Structure and candlestick analysis. Yeah, guys. Yeah, so indices, Nasdaq, US 30, that stuff's more so just handled in Discord as per a it's on a low, yeah. But it's just funny no one really mentioned it prior to seeing some movement or a new low. All right, so yeah, go ahead. If you guys have any questions, go in Discord, right? Request some analysis in there. I'm happy to help you guys out. All right, so we're on to AJ now. Daily time frame first. Get an overall look here. So we are in this, excuse me, we are in this giant ascending channel, right? So we are technically bearish according to the channel, right? But we did see this prior lower high break. This entire monthly zone was broken pretty significantly, but we would have liked to see a huge rally through the trend line outside of the channel. Nice higher low with strong momentum continuing for the after the confirmation. Jesus. All right, so let's go right to the 4-hour. Get a closer look at this bit of structure here, this pattern. So it's a very healthy ascending channel here, right? I mean, it's staying towards the upper half of this channel, but it is still, it's a very good trend, very good bullish trend here. Good volume, higher highs, higher lows. And then something happened over here, right? We started getting some consolidation or some choppiness and some ranging after our high was reached at 78, right after we rejected that resisting trend line. We got an MA cross. Price action was ranging, started forming some lower highs, ultimately broke back below this this major zone right here at 76.6, gave us a lower high, and then dropped. Just proceeded to drop. Okay, so we saw that happening. We wanted to get in on a bit of a pullback right to this monthly zone again to get an entry, but that didn't happen. So now we have two other opportunities. Let's go ahead and get rid of these fibs for a second. Don't need those right now. Okay, just for the sake of cleaning up the chart here, we're going to keep things simple. All right, so for us to continue with this bearish trend and get in on a conservative entry, ultimately we want to see a break of 75 flat and outside of the channel entirely. This ascending channel here. So you want to see movement outside of this entirely, in which case we could target towards major support levels like 72 and then the weekly at 70 flat. Okay, so that's really what we want to see to get in on a conservative entry to kind of just ride this trend down. I want to see something like this. Break and retest of 75 flat. Okay, now if this goes bullish again, we'll be looking for entries once we get higher lows above 76.6. Okay, anything between here could just be ranging, and also it's pretty overextended. So there's no lower high up until this zone here, which is at the 76.6 zone anyway. All right, so these are our two options, guys. It's in a bit of a, pretty big range right here. I mean, this is what, 150 pips. So, I mean, I definitely think that this could slide off first. So, yeah, we'll be watching, waiting for the right confirmation, seeing how this plays out. We'll make you guys aware in the Discord, all right? Wow, there's a lot of, let's see some questions. They're kind of answering each other. Help you on AJ. I'm going over AJ right now. Camogelo. Camo Jello. Camo Jello. Is that your name? That's actually, it's kind of funny. But anyway, yeah, this is AJ, guys. Again, if you guys want to have access to these charts, our analysis, just go into the Discord, guys. They're always posted. Tons and tons of pairs in here. You guys can reference these. There are little descriptions and details that which each pair is doing, kind of like what we're doing right now on this live session, but obviously in written form. So come on here, come into the analysis, check these out. These are free every week. We post them on Sunday. So AJ, here it is, right here. Come check it out. If you need help, that's where it is. And if you don't get the opportunity to ask a question here, Camo Jello, yeah, that's your name. Nice. All right, cool. So let's keep going. Gonna move on to UJ, which is setting up pretty nicely. Let's go right to the daily. All right, overall super, super bearish, guys. Giant descending triangle. Right, you guys can see it. Huge descending triangle, key support being at 106. Okay, so let's zoom in on current price action. We had a bit of a range, then we started getting some lower highs. Now we have another descending triangle that had recently broken. So let's go right to the 4-hour, get a closer look at what's going on. All right, here's that descending triangle. Okay, here's a descending triangle. Key support for the triangle was at 103.3, but price action was dancing around this 106 handle, which was our monthly. So key zone, something to be aware of. Definitely got plenty of reaction from this zone. And then we had this huge fall off, right? Price action just kind of blew right through this triangle, gave us a new low all the way down here, right? And now we're looking for 38.2 or 61.8 to be hit before we enter a trade, which is pretty much right where price action is now. Okay, so 38.2, looking for bearish setups, some sort of MA cross. This is kind of in stage 1 because we got a retracement through the MAs. After the retracement through the MAs, we want to see structure form and then an MA cross with strong bearish setups in this particular scenario. Okay, so this is what we're looking for, 61.8 or 38.2. Literally just looking for a reversal at this point through the MAs with nice bearish setups. And then we could target lower towards major support, negative fib levels, and so on. So this one's looking pretty good. I'm not going to give you guys a bullish scenario because obviously, we need to get back above 106 to consider any type of long opportunity. So right now I'm only going over this short position. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. I mean, we could see something play out pretty soon. Whoops. You could definitely see something play out pretty soon. So let's say it comes back up even to 50%. Might be 50 pips. Targeting down towards like 150, so some odd. So 3-to-1 right there. 3-to-1 if you got in at the 50%. Even better risk reward if you're up at the 61.8. All right, so not bad. Good situation to wait on. Be patient on this one, guys. Patience pays. So sit on this one for sure. All right, that's UJ. Next is EJ, and then I got gold for you guys. All right, daily time frame first. We know we're bullish. We know we were significantly bullish here on this entire rally, changing the overall trend from this descending channel. We just zoom out, right? Descending channel. We went bullish, confirmed it by a higher low outside of the channel, rallied all the way up to key monthly resistance at 126.5 area. There it is. Why was that not properly labeled? All right, 126.5, key resistance. Got a huge amount of reversal signals. Price action dropped. So let's go right to the 4-hour. So here is that monthly zone, 126.5. Price action just started, weakening up at this area. We got a huge rally. These are these all are represented as wicks on a daily time frame. So we got another descending triangle here, confirmed the lower high below the monthly, pushed through minor support at 125.3, pushed through major support at 124.3, gave us a lower high, and then dropped again. So this thing, I see this thing just coming down to the weekly. Whether it's going to come back for a retracement, I don't know. I honestly doubt it. EJ, once it commits to a move, it really just runs. So I think this thing could just drop to the weekly. If you do end up getting in on a nice entry on a pullback, if you see it, definitely go for it. I ideally like to see the MA retracement first, followed by bearish setups, recross the MAs. You know, so I mean, if you can get a trade on EJ, good for you. This one's definitely got the momentum. I definitely see it going to the weekly for sure. But if for this to remain to resume the overall bullish trend here, we need to break back above 124.3. We need to see a confirmed higher low above that, and then we'll reanalyze and take it from there. Maybe we'll target the monthly as the next target. But as of right now, this thing is just melting. You know, definitely into a new zone now, and could definitely see 121.3 pretty soon. All right, so yeah, damn, this thing's extended for sure. Like this was, so that was a new zero. Just fib this one. New zero, we already hit 38.2. So yeah, guys, if you're able to get it on EJ, it's a little too risky for me, for my liking, but if you're able to get on EJ, good for you. Definitely could be a nice move. How was US 30 looking? So we giveaway today. What do we do for giveaway? I like how you analyze AJ, and I'm ready to enter a sell trade. Because if you need a Forex, please don't repeat. Don't just enter trades on your live account. Yeah, guys, don't come to these for at least like a few months. You need to back test. You guys need to make sure that your strategy, the strategy that you're using is working. It's like back to AJ. I mean, don't just short because I say short. It's overextended. You know what I mean? Like you got to wait for a break or something, either a lower high or a break and then a lower high. You need to wait on it. You can't just short this. You're gonna get screwed. But anyway, guys, last pair, gold. Always a fun one. All right, overall, super bullish, guys. There's really no contesting that. Excuse me, I'm unbelievably tired this morning. But anyway, key support for this. Okay, so we had a huge rally. We're overall very, very bullish. And now after this huge rally up to 2070, we're forming a giant descending triangle, right? Key support being at 1920. Tons of lower highs leading up to that. Let's go right to the 4 hour. So notice we did just have a bunch of positive movement on DXY, right? So as you guys know, gold and DXY share an inverse relationship. So, you know, it tanked. Gold dropped. As DXY went up, gold dropped. But there's something to note here. It didn't react abnormally, right? It didn't shoot to the downside like all the way down to 1800. Like it didn't happen. It reacted appropriately. A good amount, not too much, not too little, but a good amount of volume stepped in. It didn't change the trend. It simply just tested down towards this 1920, 1915 zone again, where price action has been before. So from here, I'm definitely still bullish. I'm not looking at a short position. A lot more needs to happen for me to consider shorts. So I really just want to see a break back above 1950 with a confirmed higher low, and then I can enter on that. But if like this, it just needs to form so much for me to go bearish on this. It needs to have another push lower. We need to have another push lower, right? Then a pullback, lower high, fib level, retracement, bearish setups. Then I would be in. Whoops, did not mean to do that. But anyway, I would enter on this. Some sort of lower high that's confirmed by structure. For that, that's what would need to happen for me to change trends. But for right now, this little drop off below, and then it's flatlining, indecision candle after indecision candle. That is no weight in my analysis. So only interested in long positions as of right now until price action shows me otherwise. Waiting for that break of 1950. All right, so quick recap. Covered DXY, AU. This one looks like it might bounce too, actually, on this. AJ, UJ, EJ, and gold. All right, so Angela's going to cover some others for you guys. You're fined on which time frame? You'd rather be a one-trick pony that makes profit. I'm just reading chat right now.
So, all right, so I'm going to get back into NU. If you guys want to enter in the giveaway for today, just post in the chat your Discord name. You don't got to do anything besides just post in your name in the chat. So in order to enter the giveaway, $25, just post your Discord name in there. If you're not in Discord, make sure you guys join up. We do have a lot of questions in the chat today, which is good. You know, if you guys have any questions, this session is completely free. It's for you guys. So whatever questions you have, you know what I'm saying, put in there. What's the best time frame for going to swing trade? Swing trade is, you know, just think about what does swing trading mean. It's multiple days, holding for 1-2 days. So best time frames are going to be the 4 hour, going to be the daily, for obviously looking for swing trades. So let's look at NU. Earlier in the week, we had marked this off on Sunday's live session. We were talking about this pullback and then looking for the short opportunity. This thing obviously fell pretty far right now, fell pretty far. So with that in mind, let's hop up to the higher time frame and just get an overall picture of where we're at. So coming into this week, I was talking about with NU, we're testing the supply zone. We're testing this lower high. We could potentially find resistance here and head lower like it had done previously over here multiple times, was just playing in this range and then finally fell lower. So right now we broke above, and then the following candle, this is the tested candle, we're now falling below. So on this weekly time frame right here, we're actually falling back into resistance, back into this zone. So we'll see how the rest of the week goes. Down to the daily time frame. Daily time frame has been in this bullish trend right here, down to the 4 hour time frame. Right now, 4 hour just broke this level right here, but we are hitting the 200-day moving average. You know, at the moment we're hitting this is more significant level, this higher low. So I'm going to actually move this right here. This is what we're testing. So really right now we need to take our next short opportunities, we need to break below here, and then we'll be targeting that daily little trend right there. In order to get long on this, we're going to need to pop above this level that was broken to get long. So we're going to need to pop above this level right here. Let me just adjust this. So let's go down now to the 30-minute, take a look at what both these look like. So in here, we're starting to just range. We have this high, these highs, these lows, these highs, these lows. So pretty much what I'm looking for right now is we need to break out of this range. This isn't even like any sort of pattern or anything like that. Like this isn't a flag. This isn't a rectangle. You know, this isn't anything that we can really trade on. So we're just going to be patient because right now we can't even really recognize what's going on right now. It's just kind of going crazy in this area. So like I said, we either need to break above this level right here, and then we'll look for buys on the retest. And then to the flip side, inversely, we're going to look to break below this random line. And then we're going to look for sell opportunities. So NU, as always, we're doing two different scenarios on this. We're in this range. We need to break lower or we need to break higher. Once we do, we're going to need to look for support in one of these areas in order to get long. So that's NU. Let's go over to EU and clean this up. Let's go up to the daily and we can go over what the hell is going on with EU. So coming into this week, we opened up right here, this candle, first candle shot down. So coming into this week, let's clear this up. Let's go all the way up to the weekly time frame. So weekly time frame is bullish, a lot of bullish momentum, but we're at these highs and we started to get all these reversal candles, started to get this spinning top, doji. So coming into this week, I was expecting some sort of reversal. Coming down to the daily, this thing looks very bearish. We have this ascending channel, which is just showing that these highs are weakening. And then we form this lower high right there. And then coming down to the 4 hour, we had this little uptrend forming. We had higher lows, and then that broke, formed this lower high right here, had to test this trend line a couple times, fell lower, had this next lower high, fell lower. And we had this trade path put out on Sunday. Now at this point, what we're looking for is we are looking to long-term head lower, but we're finding some support here. We're at this weekly level of support. So let's take a look at the lower time frames, really what would need to happen for us to take a trade on this. So I'm going to mark this off. These are the highs right here. And then these are the lows right here. Boom. So we're in this, rectangle pattern. Pretty much what needs to happen right now, same as NU, we need a break out of consolidation. So this thing needs to break below here and head lower like this, or to the upside. We're going to need to get all the way back into the channel in order to head higher. So I'm just going to bump up to the 4-hour time frame. We can take another look. So this is the channel overall that we broke out of. These were the highs. These are the lows. We would need to break back into that channel in order to get more bullish on this. In the flip side, we need to get lower than this low. We need to get below this weekly. There's a ton of volume in here though. So the reason why I marked this level, this key level, is because of the volume. This previously on the weekly time frame, if we bump up, had been tested multiple times. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Right here, support right here, support right here. So there's going to be a lot of movement. Once this move happens, there's going to be a lot of movement. When it comes to targets, to the downside, there's a lot of room to fall on this daily time frame. If we look at this, and this thing, once this thing does break to the downside, there's a lot of room for this thing to fall. This thing could fall really low. I mean, we'll talk about targets once it actually gets there, but we're just going to use these previous highs to start to look for targets. More importantly, like really this high right here, that's what we'll focus on the most for targets once this thing does head lower. To the upside, this will be more short term because of this lower high that just formed. So really targets would just be this lower high, this 18600 area would be what we target if we were to go to the upside on this. So again, one of two opportunities. We're going to wait today, be patient, and see how this one plays out. So let's go over to GJ. Let's bump up to the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame going into this week, we've been looking at this thing. It's been bearish. Overall, it's been very bearish. So making lows, lower high, low here, came back, had this rejection of the weekly, a lot of confluence here, monthly trend line, huge bearish candle. So as I focus in on this area right now, there are definitely more sellers than buyers in the market at the moment. And then as we bump down to the daily time frame, we just need to start to break down this entire trend right here. So daily time frame, 4-hour time frame, very bearish at the moment. 1-hour time frame has consistently formed lower lows and lower highs, for quite some time. Right now, we're starting to get a little bit of support found right here. So we could see this thing pop up to around that area and then head lower again. Overall, this thing is bearish on every time frame, even all the way down to the 30 minutes, still very bearish. So 1-hour time frame, we've got lower lows right here, all these lows, lower highs formed here, here, had this low, lower high, low, came up. Now we're going to see that next lower high. That's when we're going to wait for our next entry opportunity. Talking about targets on this, the target on this is going to be this 132 level all the way down here. So that's what the target's going to be for GJ GJ. So we got to just wait on this one. I'm going to wait for some sort of pullback before shorting on this. So that is going to be everything we went over. Hold on one second.
Yes, they have. Yep. Yep, that's true. JPP's been doing well. All pairs matched with JPP is definitely it's been dropping. Like AJ's been dropping, UJ's been dropping, EJ's been dropping, CAD JPY has been dropping. Yep, strong JPY right now, guys. Good to note.
Yep. All right. So I'm just going to go over real quick. We have this sale going on right now. There's only 9 spots left. So we have 40% off our full course membership. Everything that's included is pictured here. You get the full course, signals, one-on-one training, trading plan, fundamental updates, we have a bunch of books that we give you guys included in that, and then live webinars. So building off these live trading sessions, if you guys are trying to get into a more structured course, and this applies for beginners, intermediate level, whoever, we see people from all different skill levels join in on the course and have success, whether they're just starting off learning or they're, like I said, have a little bit more experience. Trading is a continuously learning activity. You got to continuously be getting better, continuously working on your craft. So we're here, for the free sessions, but if you guys want to expand on these and get involved in the actual community, right now it's 40% off. And yeah, so if you want to secure a spot, just shoot me a message after this call and we'll get you guys onboarded, get you guys started. And yes, there is one-on-ones on this as well. This sale will be running until the spots are over. So right now there's 9 spots left. So if you guys want to get in on that, just shoot me a message. Also, giveaway, if you guys want to get on the giveaway, now's your last chance. Just put your name in the chat, your Discord name, and I'll get the giveaway running after the live session today. So we see the chat is, a lot of people going in the chat today, which is good. And this is what we want, just ask whatever questions you guys have. And, we're here to support you guys. So yeah, just put your Discord names in there. We're gonna get another live trading session tomorrow at 8 a.m. EST. We'll get started. And for you guys that join, for you guys that are inside the signals, we're gonna get some signals out for you guys today in the chat. So we'll get that updated for you guys. And yeah, everything that's included is in this premium member section. So when you guys sign up, I'll give you guys access to this. And again, if you have any questions, just come over to this home button in Discord and just type in Forex League and you'll see our name pop up, Angelo and Nick, and just shoot us a message in there. Cool. We got some last minute entries on the giveaway. All right, cool. So this will be uploaded to YouTube afterwards in a little bit. And, hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And thanks for coming on to the live trading session.
Peace, guys. See you tomorrow.
Peace out.